welcome, welcome, welcome. I am a few minutes early, so you guys can go ahead and share and invite your teammates. And if I look at the wrong camera the wrong way, I don't know which way to look when I'm sideways. But I do it sideways because when you upload it to YouTube, then that's where it'll take up the whole screen. If you do it where it's horizontal, up and down, or vertical, whichever. Until I didn't pay attention. That was many moons ago. Anyway, if you do it the other way, then it only shows a little bit on your YouTube channel. So I'm trying to make it so that it's a widescreen. Hey guys, welcome, welcome. So I know a lot of people. Hey Miss Lisa, welcome. A lot of people are live tonight, and that's okay. And you guys can catch the replay, no worries. But I wanted to go ahead and do this while I had my stuff out because I have a vendor event Saturday, and I'm going to be packing up tomorrow for it. So I thought, well, you know, everything's right here in the bags. Let me go ahead and just take some stuff out and show you guys what I do. Everybody's different. There's no right way or wrong way. But I wanted to show you how I set up for my vendor events. Hey, Samantha. So I have an event, Samantha, in Jacksonville Saturday at Park Street and Lane Avenue. That's Cedar Creek Baptist Church. So I'll be there. It's a Christian school. It's actually for the schools. So I'll be there if you want to come by and say hi and see me and give me a hug. I haven't seen you in forever. So anyway, I'll be right there. It's from 11 to 3, I believe. So if you're in the neighborhood, come by and say hi. Hey, Jeannie. Jeannie, if you're out and about over there at Lane and Park Street, I'll be at that little church right there. Come by, say hi, give me some hugs. You know, I'm a hugger. I just love hugs. I love everybody. That's just me and my personality. Anyway, we're going to talk about vendor events and how I set up. And again, at the beginning, I said there's no right way and there's no wrong way. It's all into you and how you want to set up your display. I'm just going to show you some things that I have and how I do mine, okay? When you're first starting out, I didn't have these big displays that I have in the back. My husband made these. But when I first started out, we just had some little pegboards. And I also have a bigger one of these. And we used duct tape, okay? So it's so easy to make a display. We spray painted them black. These are actually remnants of another piece that we had cut. Luckily, if you have a handyman around that can cut and don't mind working and stuff like that, that's super fun. So we just use duct tape. We put these together and it folds like this. You could make it 3 and tri-fold it if you wanted to. So that's just some things that I have. I also have a bigger one that I used. It was my very first display. And then he built me these. These actually close. And we had locks on them, but he took them off when he put them on here. This is all I got for right now because I do work out of a camper. So for now, he had to take the locks off so that they'll, you know, stay close together. But we use bungee cords right now. So what I do when I get ready to pack up, I take my a pillow works great. A pillow works great, or you can use one of these big beach towels. I do leave my jewelry displayed already up here. If you use a pillow, it pushes it and it closes tight. So it keeps the jewelry from falling off and it keeps the jewelry from sloshing around when you're moving it. But like the other day, I just took my towel and I folded it over like this. You know, I opened it up a little more, folded it over, and then we closed it and then wrapped it really tight. Hey, Juanita. And we wrapped it really tight with bungee cords to hold it when traveling. And he built these to fit in my old car, which got totaled, you know, July will be 2 years, which got totaled, so they won't stand up in my Equinox. So they really need to be a little shorter to stand up in my Equinox. So we do have to lay them down, but with the pillows in there, it's okay. The only thing I don't like to do is the long necklaces because they can get tangled. The short necklaces do fine laying down. I don't have a problem with that, with the pillows in there to squish them tight. But you could also use the big towel. That helps too. The last one was just around the corner, so I put them in and just did the towel thing, and it worked fine. So the main thing that you're going to need tables. Most people do not supply the tables. I use an 8-foot table, and then I use a 4-foot table. That's usually all I need for my display. Sometimes I do have 2 8-foot. Sometimes, depending on the booth size, I will take 2 8-foots. You have a lot more space, 4 more feet actually, to spread out your stuff. I did the fair, but the very first one I did, I used this tablecloth that I got probably from Dollar Tree maybe, or Dollar General, one or the other. It's just a plastic tablecloth, but it's super cute. Dollar. Don't have to spend a whole lot of money. you're there to make money, so you don't want to, unless you're going to do vendor events, you don't have to invest a ton of money into your displays, okay? If you're going to do it all the time, then I would definitely say yes. I got these giant tablecloths. They are giant because I wanted them to touch the ground, okay? So I got these off of eFavor Mart. My daughter got married, and that's where we got all the tablecloths and the table runners from. And it's called eFavor Mart online. And they're super cheap. So I bought black tablecloths. I have 2 of these nice long big ones. Again, I wanted it to drape all the way to the ground. If I do a lot of vendor events, I would want the ones that actually snug around the table because I love the way that looks. And most of mine end up being outside and the wind's blowing and you got the tablecloth blowing. So we've kind of figured out how we bought these clamps at one of the Home Depot's, Lowe's or something. Anyway, the nice big clamps, and we can clamp the tablecloths up underneath the back of the table, and that helps keep it from blowing around and knocking stuff over too. But these are nice big tablecloths, really cheap, don't cost a whole lot of money. But again, the plastic ones work just as fine. I did the fair not last year but the year before. So I bought the table runner. You don't have to have all this stuff. Okay, so this nice table runner, it fits on my table like this. So I want everybody to see that I have $5 bling, that it's $5 bling, because you want to be seen from across the way. If somebody's looking at another booth, they want to see the pink and the black and the big $5. So you want that to definitely be your focal point, okay? So this was a little expensive, but I used it. I did have the fair, and I wanted something that was going to look nice. Another thing, if you still have your welcome box, if your jewelry came in a nice welcome box, this is a great place for you to keep. Sometimes I use this for a box to, like a box party. I've only done one though, and I ended up taking it out of here and putting it in something else. So I have a money bag because you need change. You're going to need $5. You're going to need ones and maybe some 10s, okay? Because people are going to have 20s. You also need a card swiper. So my square is in here as well, so that way I'm ready. I usually keep this in my purse. But for the vendor events, I put it in this box. So I keep my bags in there. And then I also keep some little bags, so if I need to help keep a necklace from getting tangled, I can put it in there and then kind of clip the necklace through the top. And then I just have my business cards in here. And I have a little stand, you know, to put on the table. So I just keep that in here. That's pretty much all you really need. I usually stick my phone in there or something like that if I'm not using it. But this is perfect for that. Thanks, guys. Hey, guys, for jumping on. So this, if you still have your welcome box, it works perfect because it has that nice clasp closure. So this is my checkout box. You do need, when you do set up, you need to have a small area for like checking out customers. So you need somewhere to set their bling down while you're, you know, taking their money, and then have, you know, somewhere to put their bag. So you need to save a little spot. Maybe I usually take like one of the corners of my display here and kind of set up on the end right here. Is how I usually do mine. You want signage, okay? It's important, again, people don't want to, even though you may have the big $5, they still don't realize and still won't grasp that it's only $5, okay? It's just like a shocking thing. People just don't get it. So you want to have signage on your table as well. So the children's jewelry, I use this one. It says, oh, there we go, $1. And I'll tell you where you can go get these, okay? And then this one says $5. So I really don't use this one if I'm using my big banner because I don't have room. And then I printed these off. I'd used photo paper to print them on. And it says start your own business as little as $99. Ask me. You want this on your table because you want people to know that, hey, they can do this too. All right, and then this one says earn free jewelry, ask me how. So this, either one of these can definitely spark a conversation. You want these visible on your table where, and then just get your little frame and put them in a frame. Put them where customers can see and kind of, you know, go from there. But I definitely do the $1 for the kids. I always set that by my kids' jewelry. And this. Okay, I printed these off last night. My video was horrible. Sorry. I called the Wi-Fi company right before I got on about 30 minutes ago when they fixed it. So hopefully it's playing better. It looks better to me. He upped my Wi-Fi, so that's good. I just had to do something to fix that. Anyway, it's called Hotsy Totsy. And she's another consultant, but if you click on her menu and then you scroll down, it says printables, okay? And she has those, that's where I got that from, printables. And all that signage, actually, I think, Start Your Own Business, I don't know that I got that from her, but she definitely had like these, because I did that for my very first vendor event. So you can go on there and kind of just get some printables to put on your table. If you do Fashion Fix and you have extra, we get one of these a month, so you have tons of these sitting around. These are great to, if you want to put something, like if you're doing 2 rows and you're using neck bust, like this. So if you had one, kind of give you a raised area, it gives you a spot where you can put, one higher so that they can see. So if you have these, they make great, they're really pretty, they're black. They've got the paparazzi logo on it, so if anybody sees it, it's going to look nice. So you can use that to block it up and then stack up your jewelry to give you a second row, and it's a little higher, make it look good. I don't like using this at the vendor event. I use this at home, and I used it on my flash sales, but to be honest with you, I don't care for this at the vendor events, and I'll tell you why. Because when your rings are on here, they're facing down. Let me just show you. So they're kind of looking, see how they face down. And when it's sitting on a table, you want your rings to really sit up like that. So I used it this last vendor event because I have so many rings. I don't know that I'm taking it to this one though. I wasn't, that was the first time I've used it like that, and I really didn't care for it. It's great for at home. and I was outside, so that made it worse because the wind's blowing. But I do recommend, and I looked, and the back office is out of these, but these ring trays are great. They were in there yesterday, and I was going to get me one tonight when I order my Fashion Fix, and they're sold out already. So, but once they put them back in there, I'm going to get another one because I got tons of rings I need to display. So these look great sitting on your table. So even if you have your neck bust around the back and stuff like that, I usually have them sitting on the table like that. Let me move this out of the way so I can show you guys. So just pretend like my black tablecloth is here, and then I have this one here, and I have this one here, and then I usually will take a couple of these neck busts. I'll use all black. I will use all the same color because I want it to look nice. And then I'll usually take my rings, or usually on the 4-foot table. Okay, I usually put some bracelets and lay them on the table. And then I also have my rings on the 4-foot table, the other table display that I have. And I also put my kids' jewelry on that other table. So, just to kind of break it up so that, because if you have too much on this table, I feel like people don't see what the jewelry is, that's hanging and stuff like that. So I have my bracelets right here. Any of them that's like stretchy bracelets, the clasp, are all usually right here. And then the cuffs and the bangles I will lay out, spread out on the table. And then I have my earrings, and then I do my short necklaces, usually on this one. He did build me one the last event that's on one of the clothes racks that has and I meant to bring it in here. The pegboard, we just zip tied it to the pegboard on the clothes rack, and it looks fine. And I use that one, I put my pegs on there for long necklaces. So that whole display is only for long necklaces because I don't like to travel with my long necklaces out. I will open them up and actually put them on when I get there. I will actually set them up. So that's kind of what I do with that. What else did I miss? I think I told you everything. I had a list. So, I got this off of Vistaprint. Hey, Miss Sharon. My husband tied it up. When he ties it up good. These little zip tie things, they are Velcro ties. Got them at Harbor Freight. If you have a Harbor Freight, they're actually it's Velcro, but it works as a zip tie. And these are great to have in your box. I have a whole pack of them, so that way if you need to tie something down. And then those also big clamps are also good, and bungee cords. Those are also things if you do events outside. So these are great. You just put it through this hole, and it's all Velcro, and then you can close it up. These are perfect for that. Okay, so I had this made at the beginning. It wasn't very expensive at all. I got this off of Vistaprint, and we do hang this up where people can see it from across the way. You want some kind of banner, something like that, okay? So I just got that same design. That was my business cards. Remember last night, or the other night when I talked about business cards? That's the same design that was on my business cards because I wanted, I'm a matchy-match person, so I wanted it all to match. But it's okay. Now my business cards are a little different, and I've learned, and it doesn't all have to match. But you can get these really cheap off of Vistaprint. You don't have to have it again, but if you're going to be at a big event, you want to draw attention to yourself. My next goal is to get a pink tint. I don't have that yet. And that is something that I really want, because that's bright pink, and that, you know, definitely draws attention to you. I'll probably never get this tight as he did, but it's okay. It's all good. My husband does help me sometimes. Sometimes he don't. And sometimes you do have to put that, like this, I don't think he's going this weekend. I have to put the tint up by yourself. So you want the easy push-up tint that you can do by yourself. Now, places, I think we talked about that. You want your business cards, your bags, you need money change, a card reader. I have a list. Tablecloth, signage, your displays, all that stuff, and you want to pack it up. Now, I've used a suitcase last time, and it was amazing, and it was wonderful, and I didn't have a million bags that I had to worry about carrying. So that worked out really good. I'm definitely going to do that again. I do still have a couple bags, but it's not as bad as it was usually when I do a vendor event. Because I want to go in there with these displays. Girlfriend, let me tell you, you just open these up, set them on the table, and you're ready to shop. I mean, even if you don't have your other table ready, you've got stuff ready to go already for your customers. So if you're running behind or whatever, that's what I love about these. It's so simple to move. But I wanted to share with you, some of you probably already know this. I'm not very techy. And, but if you go to Facebook and then go to events, I'm on the iPad. So when you go to your Facebook, you go down, I don't know if you can see this. Y'all can't really see it, so, and I won't show you. But you scroll down to events, okay? When you click on events, you can scroll all the way down. Or it says find events up at the top. It says find events near me. So I click on that. Okay, and I click Jacksonville, Florida. That's going to be close. That's usually where I do most of my events. I don't know anybody here, so I don't know anything that goes on. I found that one the other day by doing this, though. And then you can scroll all the way down to the bottom, and it says, how do you find events by category? And I click on shopping, because that's what we're doing, right? We're shopping. And then you can go down and up at the top it says today, this weekend, next week, or choose a date. Well, most events that you're going to find on here already have a paparazzi consultant. Unless it's just somebody that's doing a first-time event, that would be the only way that you probably could get in. So I look for events 3 or 4 months away, because I know, you know, most of the time it doesn't hurt to check them out and ask. It doesn't hurt to ask. Don't be afraid to ask. But I usually go ahead and start searching for the ones that are going to be in the fall, because those are just getting started. They're just in the planning stages. And if you do like maybe July, starting July, August, September-ish, start looking for those now to get in on those. And, you know, usually the first person that asks and gets in and pays is the one who's going to get, their way in. This will let you search it all the way up into here. So if somebody's already created a Facebook event, you can find it that way. Not everybody does it. Word of mouth is great. Ask around. Great places to do events is going to be your churches, ballparks, and then you have, there's a lot of markets going on right now. Some of them only do homemade crafts, you know, handmade crafts and stuff. But some of them will let, you know, vendors in. So anytime you see something with a vendor event. But again, if you start seeing things for the fall, they'll start planning fall festivals now. You know, we'll be in the planning stages here coming up in the next few months, and that's when you want to really get into those, and that's a good way. But most of the time, you're going to find events through somebody that you know, or just by asking and stuff like that. So that's really all I have for you tonight, and I just wanted to share with you a little bit about how I do my events. Again, there's no right or no wrong. You do yours how you want to, and these are just some ideas. I hope I helped you and gave you some ideas to do your events. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Alrighty. Bye team. See you later.